Emma Culligan earns praise from the Curse of Oak Island viewers. In The Curse of Oak Island Season 12, Episode 2, titled Whistle While You Work, Emma Culligan once again proved her value to the treasure hunting team. Her expertise as a metallurgist and archaeologist was crucial in analyzing a potentially game-changing discovery on the island. During the episode, Culligan conducted a detailed scan of a coin unearthed in Lot 5, revealing it to be composed of 70% copper and 16% lead, an alloy not typically seen in modern coins. This analysis bolstered the theory that the artifact is a Roman coin, estimated to date back to between 200 and 300 AD. The revelation added weight to speculation about the island's connection to ancient civilizations and raised hopes of uncovering more historical treasures. The significance of this finding cannot be overstated. Roman coins from this era are rare and often carry historical clues about trade routes, cultural exchanges, or even lost treasures. Culligan's ability to confirm the coin's composition and historical plausibility highlights her critical role in the team's efforts to unravel Oak Island's mysteries. Oak Island fans heaped praise on Emma Culligan. Fans of the show were quick to praise Culligan for her sharp analytical skills and consistent contributions. On Reddit, one viewer noted, "As usual, the most competent person on the island is Emma. Her scientific approach not only aids the team's progress, but also adds credibility to their findings, making her a favorite among the audience." Culligan's journey to Oak Island has been marked by her unique combination of archaeology, engineering, and metallurgy skills. A graduate of Memorial University in Newfoundland, she has developed a reputation for applying cutting-edge techniques, such as surface analysis, to examine artifacts. Her expertise has been instrumental in identifying materials and their historical contexts, guiding the team's exploration strategies. The Curse of Oak Island team continues to make new discoveries. This latest discovery reveals the potential of Lot 5 as a significant area for future digs. As the Lagina brothers and their team push forward, Culligan's insights will undoubtedly remain a cornerstone of their investigative efforts. In the Season 12 premiere of The Curse of Oak Island, the Lagina brothers and their team returned to Oak Island with renewed determination following the previous year's setbacks. Their efforts led to the discovery of a previously unknown shaft near the Money Pit area, which they believed could provide a direct path to the elusive treasure. Emma Culligan strides onto the screen of The Curse of Oak Island with an air of confidence that is both welcoming and quietly commanding. She's not one of the treasure hunters with decades of treasure fever coursing through her veins, nor is she a geologist exhuming every square inch of Nova Scotia's storied land. She's Emma Culligan, a gifted, precise, intelligent voice of clarity, and fans have taken notice. Viewers are enthralled by the way she decodes complex data, offers nuanced scientific insight, and gives heartfelt emotional color to a painstaking, decades-long quest. Let's take a closer, creative look at how Emma Culligan is turning heads and winning hearts amid the intrigue of Oak Island. 1. The empathetic expert. In a world full of treasure maps and seismic imaging, Emma brings something even more valuable: empathy. It's rare for viewers to connect so deeply with a scientific consultant, but Emma defies expectation. She doesn't just deliver findings, she inhabits them. Every time her voice cuts over a sonar scan or a core sample, we're not just seeing stratigraphy. We're feeling the cold bite of Atlantic wind against exposed earth, imagining the weight of centuries of history pressing through the soil. Her compassion shines through in interactions with the Laginas and the crew. When Rick Lemontine wipes perspiration from his brow under a Nova Scotia sun, Emma's gentle acknowledgement feels like a quiet understanding. We're all in this together. Community isn't just about cheering on the guys in boots, it's about connecting emotionally with the people behind the tools, the data, the hype. That's Emma's realm, the voice of calm amid the chaos. It often seems like chaos opens every episode: blasting, drilling, underwater searches, and heated debates erupting on-site. But whenever the tension feels like it might snap the very ground they're digging, Emma's insight brings the team, and us, back down to earth. Her voice is measured, her explanations steady, explaining the geological layers, correcting misinterpretations before they spiral out of control, drawing connections between silver-stained quartz or unusual soil composition and centuries-old metal corrosion. She's not a narrator simply reciting data. She's a guide, helping us make sense of thousands of lines of code, hundreds of feet of core samples, and reams of historical documents. There is an unmistakable comfort in having her walk us through the unknown. and viewers love having someone who speaks treasure hunt science fluently. 3. A fresh, quiet cool at the scene. One viewer described Emma as a breeze of modern color in an old oak world. Emma's scientific elegance feels somehow fresh in the traditional, rugged aesthetic of Oak Island. She's well-dressed, measured, intelligent, but not flashy. She wears a quiet cool that contrasts beautifully against the grime and sweat grit of Logan Armstrong or the fiery determination of Rick and Marty Lagina. Her presence isn't here to steal the spotlight. It's here to elevate the conversation. When she adjusts her glasses and peers at a pipe anomaly in a borehole, we're watching someone who belongs, who can hold her own against the legacy, the promise, and the history. Her intellectual poise enriches the series' emotional palette, adding bright shades amid the broken earth and mossy boulders. 4. Connecting the science to the legend. What sets Emma's presence apart is her ability to join the rational and fantastical worlds. The Curse of Oak Island is an arena of legend, but Emma is the translator, the bridge. She speaks a language viewers can understand, not just meter readings and megahertz radar, but stories. She weaves the knowledge into the lore, contextualizing a vague pipe or a faint skim with centuries of speculation. Spanish sailors, Knights Templar, Captain Kidd, or pirate treasure buried by unknown hands. When she uncovers evidence of a 19th or 20th century treasure-seeking dig, she does it with gentle humor, historical context, and acceptance, not dismissal. She respects the legend while wielding the tools of modern science as keys to unlock it, without stripping away the mystery viewers crave. That balance earns her deep respect. 5. Surprising unexpected moments. Emma's appeal isn't confined to the laboratory. In the field, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. Whether she's stretching a tape measure across a newly bored shaft, deploying a vial of dye into water runoff to test hydraulic connectivity, or examining a corner of the money pit zone with a pocket lens, she surprises viewers. It's one thing to study science from a distance, another to embrace the unpredictable, live environment of Oak Island. Each episode, fans see her stand ankle-deep in frigid Nova Scotia mud or climb precariously onto an excavation platform, carefully balancing wires and sensors. There's a certain poetry to watching her work, pragmatic, methodical, observant. She's not performing, she's listening to the land. And that authenticity feels refreshing to both fans and critics. 6. Sparking a conversation. Emma's arrival has energized the Oak Island fan community. On Reddit and Facebook, you'll find comments like, "Emma's presence is exactly what the show needed. Someone smart, calm, science first who still loves the mystery. I way prefer her voice when they're going over that boring-sounding geotechnical data, turns it into gold." More stories about her methodology, please. She's a rock star scientist, not just the smart woman on the show. Viewers also appreciate how she represents a new face in excavation and field geology, a woman contributing authoritative analysis in a space historically dominated by male figures. That makes Emma a role model, and she's already inspiring would-be geologists and treasure seekers of all ages who tune in not just for gold, but for the process of discovery. 7. Highlights that stick. Let's capture some of the most praised moments Emma has delivered this season. Layer interpretation revelation. When a resistivity scan yields an odd anomaly, Emma is the one who pauses the action, pores over the radargram, and says, "Guys, this looks like a clay-filled trench, possibly 250 years old. Something was intentionally buried here." That moment shifts the excavation plan in an instant, and it does so by combining scientific rigor with narrative breakthrough.